Hello YouTube, how's it going? This is Bottle Boys Treasure Hunters here. Today bringing you a little, I guess kind of a pickups video of the last year? So basically what I'm going to be showing you today is a bunch of bottles, mainly that I've bought because I don't want to show you too much that I've found to give away any more videos that I have in the process. I'm trying to come up with some dig videos to upload for you guys. Of the footage that I've filmed from last year. I didn't do too much last year, but I've got footage scattered all over all the different memory cards I have, so I'm trying to find all that and put it together. And I don't want to give away, any of the cool finds I find in those videos, but hopefully those will be up soon once I can get everything organized. But these are mainly things that I have either didn't record finding or that I just bought over the last pretty much a year. So let's take a look at everything, and I'll kind of explain some of the things that we found and kind of the stories behind us finding them. Let's start with what's probably catching your eye the most is this stone over here in the end. My dad bought this for me. Oh, was it for my birthday or for last Christmas or something? It was something like that. We've never actually dug a stone bottle like this before. We dug like a little stoneware jar. That was some kind of, I don't remember what it was, some kind of flavoring or toothpaste or something. Anyway, so this is pretty cool. It's from St. John, New Brunswick, which isn't, I guess it's not terribly far away from where we are. It's a Terrace Maple Leaf Ginger Beer, contents 8 ounces. Very cool. It's got a little chip there, but, who cares? It still looks great. Whatever that means, whoever was selling it to us. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Sort of local, I guess, at a fair distance away, but I don't know. That's a pretty cool bottle. I was excited to get that. Hopefully I don't show you anything I've already shown in the other videos. If I have, then I apologize, because it's been a while since I made a video like this and I can't really remember everything. Here's another one. I believe this was bought. This has got to be bought. Yeah, I see a price on the bottom. So this must have come from, I'm going to assume, a flea market. We have a big flea market around here every year, and I probably bought this. It was bought somewhere. It is a Valley Beverages. I don't know too much about most of these types of ACLs, but I really like the look of the ACLs. They're some of my favorite to collect. I have a whole bunch of them. The crown tells the flavor, contents 8 fluid ounces. Valley Beverages Limited. So that's pretty cool. Probably 60s, I'd say. I don't think I paid too much for that. I see a 15 on the bottom, but there's no way I paid 15 for that. Probably like 5. So that's pretty cool. Here's another neat one. Now this one's really cool. It's got a cool shape. I bought this at a flea market, I remember. I hope I haven't already shown this before. But as you can see, it's got a really cool shape. It's called an Uptown. And it is the king size, which is pretty sick. Same thing on the back, except in French. Format géant. I'm studying to be a French teacher, so got to get my French practice in there somewhere. So yeah, that's a pretty cool one. A couple more ACLs here. Here's one that I got this past Christmas from my dad. This is neat. It's called an Abenakis. Produits naturels, natural products. Source Benaki Limited, Saint François du Lac, Quebec. So from Quebec. That's a neat one. I like the Indian head there. It looks pretty cool. Here's the back. It's all in French, or there's a lot of French because it was bottled in Quebec. Cette eau est riche en sels minéraux. This water is rich in mineral salts. Good to know that you're getting your daily intake of mineral salts. Here's the last ACL we've got. This was also bought. Where and when? I'm not exactly sure, but I can guarantee it was bought. Glen Carey Spring. Only one of these I've ever seen. Glen Carey Spring Beverages, Brunswick, Maine. So that's from the States. But just across the border, so it's not far. It makes sense that it's here. A refreshing drink bottled with pure spring water contains not less than 7 fluid ounces. I like how most places, they'd say 8 ounces, 7 ounces, but this is going to be so specific. It's going to say not less, so it could be a lot more or a little more. You never know. I can't get sued. Oh, I guess I lied. This is the last ACL. This is from the flea market last year. I remember buying this for like $5. Crystal Beverages, made of the finest ingredients obtainable. That's a pretty bold statement right there. Crystal Spring Beverages Co., Auburn, Maine. Again, from the States, not very far away. I guess I gotta clean the bottom of that. I didn't even notice. This could definitely use a little cleaning. Made of the finest ingredients obtainable. Boiled, bottled with spring water. That's a bold statement right there. I could get you in some legal trouble these days. I bet back in the 50s or 60s, this was fine to say. Okay, I dug this. I was happy to dig this because I found one before, but the top was sheared off. It's nothing too fancy. I assume there would have been maybe some kind of paper label or something here, maybe. But it says Pepsi Cola and swirl all around it. Registered 1941 in the bottom. That's a pretty cool one. Who knows where I found that, honestly. This came from the flea market this year too. I found broken ones of these, and it was cool to finally, get one of these. I think I only paid $3 for it, which is a good deal. It's a W&M. It's a little short. I think it's a whiskey bottle. White and Mackay, Glasgow, Scotland, I believe. That's a fairly old bottle, I'd say. Some air bubbles. I'd say 1910s or 20s or somewhere around there. For $3, I'll take that any day. And this one, the video I actually just uploaded, the last adventure video I did, where my friend and I found that old blue house, and we dug around it. I went back there a few weeks ago with my cousin just because we didn't have anything to do, and he's into bottle collecting and stuff too, and we were just roaming around, and I found this. I somehow missed this. It was in the pile of stuff that I threw back. I guess since we found so many screw top Raleighs, I just thought it was one of those and threw it back. But luckily I found this. It's a cork top. Still probably maybe 40s. But that's still a good thing to pick up and not go to waste. So it's just a Raleigh's trademark. Registered. Nothing too fancy. Probably just worth a couple bucks, but a cork top's a cork top. And I will take it any day. I actually found this one this year. It's pretty sad because the back is busted right out of it. But it's unlike any Scots Emotion that we have. This is probably 30s or 40s. Scots Emotions, got the guy with the fish on it, trademark. Cod liver oil with lime and soda. Most of these bottles that we've found anyway don't have all this writing. They wouldn't have that in the bottom. It would just be like this maybe. And probably not that in the side. But I just want to hold on to this until we actually find a whole one. It displays well on the shelf, like you don't really notice this unless you look closely, and we put it in back, so that's that. Here's a little bromoseltzer I bought at the flea market too. It's like $3. I've always wanted one of these, and I could never manage to find one. And this one's got a little ding right there, but it's in pretty good shape. Bromoseltzer, Emerson Drug Co., Baltimore, Maryland. Little cork top. These are probably like 1920s, I'd say. 10s, 20s maybe, around there. I just love the look of the cobalt, so I thought I'd pick one of those up for $3. Can't go wrong. And this is the last bottle I've got to show. This I also got from the same place I got that White and Mackay one for $3. Father John's Medicine from Lowell, Massachusetts. In the States. Pretty cool. It's a screw top, but it's a pretty tall bottle. Never found one before. Oh, my mom's moving. She's probably going to ask me who I'm talking to if she comes down here. Okay, I think she's just rolling over in bed. Her room's right above me, so that was that. Now we get some of this cool little stuff. I always pick up little things because they don't take up much room, and I find they're often pretty cool. She's so getting up. She's going to ask what I'm doing. No, she's just very restless, I guess. Sorry about that. So here's a little lipstick. Compact. I don't remember where I found this. I found it outside somewhere. It was this year. But as you can see, it's probably red lipstick. Should we dare open it? Let's try it. Oh! Anyone need some red lipstick? Man, that is nasty. There's some writing though. Revlon lustrous regular type lipstick. Man, who knows how old that is? I'll just leave the camera down like this a little bit while I show you some of these smaller things. Cool story. Okay, well, sad but kind of interesting at the same time. My grandfather's in the hospital now, my dad's parents, because he has dementia, and his memory's terrible. And my nanny just died here a little while ago. So their house is empty, and we got to go look around it. And the house is really old, where my dad grew up. And the barn, actually, was physically moved back around 1930s. It used to be at a different location, but the people who owned it before my grandfather did used to have horses. My grandpa never had horses, he just had cows, but they used to have horses. And when we were looking through the barn, we found this old bell. It's an old brass horse bell. So that's pretty cool. I gotta figure out what to soak brass in to clean it up. If anybody knows, leave it in the comments. I thought that was pretty neat. I want to actually make a video of my grandpa's old place sometime, because I'm not sure if we're going to sell it or not. I'd like to just walk around and show you guys the spot. So let me know if you'd like to see that. I'd like to do that sometime, if you'd like to see it. Here's a little... what are these, spark plugs? Some of their fuses or something, a little tin. Anyway, that's neat. Got all kinds of buttons, I'll do that in a second. Here's a little... I found like 4 of these. These are cool. These old-fashioned lighters. But yeah, like I said, my grandpa's, we got a few things here. There's some pretty cool stuff hiding in around the old place. I found this in the garage when we were cleaning it out. It's an old tin or metal toy gun. It says Eagle. That's pretty old. As you can see, this lowers when you pull the trigger. I don't know if it actually shot something or not, but that's cool. I got a whole bunch of buttons. I'll show some of these. I found this. They have little cups full of random stuff in their pantry. I don't know how well that'll focus, but come on. Maybe it won't focus. But it's an old button. It's got like an eagle bird. Oh, there we go. Bird type thing on it, as you can see. So that's pretty cool. Figured I'd keep that. These next few things came from an old town around here that was abandoned in the 60s, where my great-grandfather grew up. My grandpa, who has Alzheimer's or dementia or whatever that is, where his father grew up. And we walked around the old town. I'd like to make a video of that someday too. It's just like a big woodlot now, but there's still some cool places to look around. I found this old flat button just laying in the old dirt road. So that was pretty cool. And this was a cool find. We found an old house foundation there. I think it's a Second World War button. It says Canada and some small print, but I think it's a World War II button. So that's pretty cool. Let's make a video of that place too. So as you can see, I have some ideas for places to go. And then we found an old rag in my grandpa's garage. It had these Seaforth buttons on it. I got 3 of these off the old rag before we threw it out. This bottle also came from the same place in that old abandoned town, Annandale, that I found those this old military World War II button. It's in 2 pieces, but I thought I could glue it just because I wanted to have some things from that place. It's a Hamilton Coffee Spice Co. Limited bottle. Wouldn't have been anything like super great if I had it, but pretty much all the pieces are here, so I think I can glue it, make it look nice. And the cream of the crop, which I'm saving to the very end, is something I found behind my grandpa's old woodshed. There's a bunch of old glass shards there, so I think I'll probably dig that up someday before anything happens to the property, just to make sure, you know, if there is a dump there, I want to be able to dig it first. Found this piece of glass on the surface, and you're reading this right, it says nipples. I just thought that was hilarious, being a, you know, immature teenager. I thought that was pretty interesting. It's probably off a baby bottle of some sort, like a milking bottle or something. So yeah, guys, that is the pickups I wanted to show you in this video. I don't think that's given too much away of anything I have in the works. This year I'm going to try to get out more. I do have a job right now that I'm working, but I should still have enough time to, you know, get out and make some videos and stuff. I don't think this is giving too much away of what I have in the works. Something I'm doing this year is I'm going to make sure I do quality over quantity. Instead of a whole bunch of uploads where I find, not very many things, I might do fewer uploads where I just find better things. And even if that does mean, combining shorter videos from different days into one video and uploading it like that, because I want you guys to get the best content that I can produce from my channel. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I've got some other dig videos in the works, so just bear with me as I try to throw these together. So hopefully you found this interesting. So until next time, this is Bottle Boys Treasure Hunter signing off. Good luck and happy hunting.